Hi dolls, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an Instagram inspired makeup look. A lot of girls have done tutorials like this and I thought it was such a cute idea, so I wanted to do my own. So Instagram inspired meaning super contoured and highlighted. I baked with powder, got my bold wing liner, lashes, matte lip, all that jazz. So if you guys want to learn how to get this look, please continue watching and let's jump right in. So my skin is a mess, so I spent a little extra time on skincare, starting with my Mario Badescu facial spray, and next up is my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, and of course I have a discount code. What do you guys think of these new product slides I'm doing? I figured it'd be a little easier for you guys to see everything visually as I talk, and all of my discount codes that I shout out are typed up right there. Of course, everything is in the description box as well as on the blog, but again, I figured it'd be easier if it was a little visual while I talk. So that was my moisturizer, the Ember Release Late Cream Concentrate. And now with my Anastasia Cream Contour Kit, I'm going to take a peach or orange and I'm going to work that under my eyes and on any dark spots on my face. And now for foundation, this is my Becca Aqua Luminous Foundation in the color Tan, and I'm applying it with my IT Cosmetics Flat Top Foundation brush. And now I'm just going to prime my lids with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. And now I'm going to grab my Morphe 35O palette and apply this orange color into my crease. This is one of my favorite palettes, and I know it sells out really fast, but Morphe brings it back in stock literally every other week. And so make sure you're following me on Twitter and Snap, because I always post when it's back in stock. And so now I'm going to take this light color and work that into my brow bone, and you're really going to blend that down into that crease so you get a nice gradient with your transition color. And now 2 colors over, it's like a sparkly champagne, and I'm going to tap that into my tear duct. So after I finish patting that warm medium brown onto my lid, I'm going to grab this dark brown and just kind of deepen my outer V, and I'm going to wing it out. So my eyebrows are something I've always struggled with. I have a really hard time filling them in and drawing them, but I just picked up the new Anastasia Brow Definer in dark brown at Sephora last week, and it is a game changer. I can shape my brows so well now. So I outline with that, and then I fill in with my Morphe brow palette. And again, you can use code Irene for a discount. And once I'm done filling in my brows, I'm going to set my hairs in place with my Heidi D Brow Sugar. And this is also a brow tint if you don't need to fill in your brows very much, if you have great natural brows, which I do not. And you can use code Irene2016 for a discount. Now I'm going to do a winged cat eye with my Inglot Gel Liner in number 77. And this brush is my favorite eyeliner brush. I'm really picky about eyeliner brushes. Very few things work well for me, and this is my fave. It's the Sephora Collection Pro number 22 brush. I'm going to apply my lashes off camera. These are Huda Beauty Sasha lashes, and while I wait for the glue to dry, I'm going to curl my lashes with my Tarte Lash Curler. And now for contour and highlighting. So with highlighting, I'm very specific with what colors go where. So I'm going back to my Anastasia Cream Contour Kits, and I'm using this light pink under my eyes. I don't like yellow under my eyes anymore, but to highlight everywhere else on my face, I'm going to be using that light yellow. So on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and then underneath where my contour will go, and of course my chin. That's all yellow, and my under eyes are pink. So to lay down my contour, I'm using the Tarte Slenderizer contour brush. So I'm packing it right underneath my cheekbones, and then it's going to go along my hairline, and I have a non-existent chin. So I'm going to draw in a little chin, and then I'm going to use a different brush for my nose. You guys will see in a bit. Alright, here we go, my holy grail nose contour brush. This is the Morphe E47 brush, and again, code Irene for a discount. This is the best. And now to blend out, I don't use a beauty blender because I feel like everything like bleeds together then. I'm just going to use different brushes. And so I sprayed a little bit of my Mario Badescu facial spray first because Anastasia cream contours are they're like dry almost, like they're not slick on the skin, which is a good thing because it stays in place. So you just have to make it a little malleable before you blend. And so first I used a It Cosmetics brush for my contour, and now for my highlight I'm just using a NYX stippling brush. And then to blend out my nose contour, it's also a brush by NYX, but unfortunately I'm not sure what it's called. But yeah, anything that has a little bit of angle and is a little fluffy will be great for blending. And now I'm going to start baking. So first I'm going to go in with something colorless and translucent. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator Finishing Powder. And on top of it, I'm going to go with some colored powders, and you'll see that in a few. Okay, so now for some colored powders, I'm applying Ben Nye Pretty Pink powder under my eyes. Again, I like my under eyes very pink. And so I like applying the translucent powder first because otherwise I feel like the powders completely change the color of my concealer or my foundation, and I don't like that. I like the color to be subtle. So now I'm going to go in with the Ben Nye Banana powder, and I'm going to highlight all the other highlight areas on my face. So pink under my eyes and yellow everywhere else. I have dry skin, so I hardly ever bake, and when I do not let it sit long. Like by the time I finish my last area, I start brushing away from my first area, and it did leave me pretty dry. So I'm going to end up spraying again with my Mario Badescu facial spray to just kind of soften it up and hydrate it up a little bit. You'll see that in a sec. So our highlight areas are set, so now I'm going to bronze up all my contour areas. I'm not really going to go in with a contour powder, just a bronzer. So this is the Buxom Hot Escapes bronzer in Maldives. I know you're thinking that the highlighted areas look really powdery still, but as it settles into my face more and my oils come out more, it'll bleed and blend into my face beautifully. It just needs a few minutes. So now I'm going to take this darker highlight color from the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm going to work that just underneath the top of my cheekbone, and then I'm going to take the brightest color and work that right on top of my cheekbone. So I have a nice gradient of highlight, and it's not just like a splat of sparkle, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that made any sense. And then with a smaller brush, I'm going to grab that lightest color and highlight my smaller areas like my cupid's bow and the bridge of my nose. And now for blush, I'm wearing my Hourglass Radiant Magenta blush, and I'm using this little brush from Japanesque, and I'm just dusting it over the apples of my cheeks. It's a different application than what I normally do, and I really like it this way. I was watching like a Mario tutorial on Kim, and I was watching how he was doing the blush, and so I tweaked my technique. Obviously I'm not Mario, but I like this little change up I did. And now for the apples of my cheeks, I'm applying this Laura Geller Filter Finish Soft Focus Powder. It's similar to those Hourglass powders that I love. I was just testing it out for the first time, and I'm also using another Japanesque brush. It's a bigger one. So now I'm lining my waterline. I just dipped a pencil into my Inglot Gel liner. And now that my eyeliner and face makeup is all done, I can finish my lower lash line. So I'm just using a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just using the same colors I used in my outer V and my crease. I went in with that dark brown and then with the orange. And now for mascara, I'm going to use the new Tarte Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara. I love this stuff, and normally I'm all about drugstore mascaras, but I really like this one. And so I'm applying it to my lower lashes as well as my falsies up top. And now the last step is going to be lips, and so I want to create a perfect matte brown lip. So I'm going to be mixing 2 of the Kylie Lip Kits. I'm going to start with Dolce K, and then I'm going to contour my lips with True Brown K. And so when I first saw Dolce K online, when she first released her lip kits, I just died over the color. I needed to have it, but then I got it, and it didn't look the same on me because I have a darker complexion. It's more like pinky nude on me than like taupey brown, like I don't even know. It's just so pretty on Kylie and the girls that she posts, like Chantel Jeffries and all these girls. And so I feel like mixing the 2 gives me that vibe, and I just love it. So this is the completed look. My wig is from Hair He Goes on Instagram, Darnell. Thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys love my new background and my little product slides and all that. Please give me some feedback below. And yeah, please subscribe if you're not. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a sweet comment, and I will see you guys in my next video.